Mark, thanks so much for joining us today. I want to talk a little bit about how technology has really helped grow your firm. So talk to me a little bit about a problem that you were trying to solve.
One of the problems that we were considering, and whether or not we knew it, but once I saw the software, I began to understand it better, was much of the conversation about risk, what's appropriate, all the kind of fiduciary responsibilities that come with the risk. It was very sterile. It was very compliance-driven.
Sure.
It seemed to be very heavy with a legal attempt to somehow cover yourself, and it wasn't really seeming to be benefiting the client. The other issue that I saw was it wasn't creating good, solid wealth management interactive conversation. It was actually detracting from it.
Oh, interesting.
It tended to go more performance, and it tended to go where I did not want conversations to go. And I was looking for a tool that would allow me to accomplish two things. Appropriately identify from a client what is their risk tolerance, but do it in a way that actually educated them and gave them a greater level of confidence with what we were doing, and also created an accountability for how we were going to do that.
Sure, that's great. So how did you come across Riskalyze?
Actually, I came across Riskalyze. We had some people in our office that went for some training at the San Diego office of TD Ameritrade. They came back and they said, "Hey, I think you should take a look at this. I think you really like it." I had not seen it at all, so it was a brand new concept to me.
We make software for financial advisors that helps them show prospects they're invested wrong and then prove to clients they're invested right. So we do that with something we invented called the risk number, and it is the best way on the market to pinpoint a client's risk tolerance.
I kind of began to play with it a little bit, and it really intrigued me. It captured my attention. I actually reached out to them and was able to contact some key people there, and very quickly began to utilize it in the practice. With almost every interaction with a client, we get involved at some point with this conversation, whether it's introducing the idea or it's reviewing the conversation and going back and making sure that we're hitting on all of our marks.
That's really great. So what did it really help solve specifically with Riskalyze?
It helped solve for me, I think, most definitively the ability to accurately construct a portfolio that was in line with what a client's actual ability to understand volatility could do. At the end of the day, if you ask somebody, how much risk can you handle? It's a question that most people can't answer.
Sure.
Because the answer is none.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's an absolute return investor. Nobody wants to lose money, and nobody's going to voluntarily lose money. So what it did for me is it allowed me to have an intelligent, educative type conversation that infers a certain level of volatility, but still has a reason behind it, and that is to accomplish a goal.
What's on the horizon now?
Yeah, so I think we talked about it here today at TD. Advisors are no longer wondering whether or not they can have technology in their business. They have to have best-in-class technology in their business, not only to win the clients that they have now, but also we're looking and focusing a lot at millennials. So millennials want really simple, streamlined technology solutions. Sure. We all use iPhones and we use iPads, and so they want that type of experience with their financial advisor too. And so I heard an analogy the other day that said just because you know your mother died in a nursing home doesn't mean you're going to go live there afterwards, right? So a lot of advisors are looking at transferring wealth from inheritance. And just because my parents are at a wealth advisor doesn't mean I'm going to go there afterwards. So advisors are realizing they have to have great technology to get there, and I think Riskalyze has done that.